wrong topic. The mobile pop-up food bank. This is what we're talking about right now. On Friday, it was a big turnout. We had over 185, I think, households that we were able to serve that day. Over 500 people in those households received food, and it was the busiest one that we've had so far. I think this is our 8th time, and Lord willing, since April, monthly, Lord willing, we'll continue to do that. And the second Friday of the month, we'll have that again. I just want to thank those who served, and I just want to let everybody else know that if you'd like to serve, you have opportunities. I know Friday afternoons, the second Friday of the month, or mornings, most are at work, or a lot are at work. But if you ever are off or ever are able to have a window open in the morning, we'd love to have you with us. And we have a good crew already, but the more, the merrier. And just pray for that ministry. And we're excited to be able to have been doing that and partnering with the Second Harvest Food operation and to be able to do that here in Gallatin. So second Friday of the month coming up again. Then we also, there are some other family needs, a few different family needs that we're looking forward to be able to encourage. And I'm going to have Whitney Sidebottom come up and share a little bit about that. Sister, if you could come up and share about these opportunities for our church to be able to help out. We look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
Good morning. First off, I just want to give praise to God because I had 20 kids in Sunday school this morning. So, and they were fairly well behaved and good listeners, and we made it through. And so I just want to give praise to the Lord for that because that is a huge answer to prayer. So, secondly, I wanted to share a little bit here. Back in, I believe it was April, a few of us went with Pastor Daniel over to St. Joe to a conference on church revitalization. And one of the speakers there, I believe his name was Kyle Bueermann or Bueermann, something like that. He gave a very good, it was all very good, but anyway, he gave a good little testimonial on 2 Corinthians 5:16 through 21. And some statistics that he shared with us was 80 to 90% of churches have plateaued or are dying, and they need to be renewed. And his focus was on loving your community. And it says, loving your community requires knowing your community. And the gospel requires you to see where your community is at and where the people are living. And we can become bitter to the very people we are taking the gospel to. And then he also mentions that a lot of churches are really good at knowing their community the way it was 20 years ago. And I contribute this a lot to social media because it's very hard. I know a lot of people don't communicate with each other, and that's how the gospel has to be shared. And so I just want to lead into that because we heard this sermonette or whatever you want to call it, and then the very next week, in here it says, find out what the needs in your community are. And our church isn't going to be able to meet every need that is in our community. There's no way, and that's why we share that responsibility with the other like-minded churches in our community. And but that very next week, we were contacted to start to be a host site for the Second Harvest, and Daniel just shared a little bit about the great day that they had on Friday. So many people were served. I think Micah told me over 500 people were served, 200 and some cars, I think, but 500 and some people, I'm not sure. Anyway, a lot of people were served in that need. And so here came Christmas, and normally this time of year, about this week, we would be finishing up collecting the shoe boxes. We'd be getting them delivered wherever to be shipped on. And while we still think that that's a great and wonderful opportunity, for whatever reason this year, it just did not happen here. If anybody personally would like to.
Quick update.
Okay.
I'm gonna have you continue that. But the teenagers ministry, this is something that just, the Lord is like, opening up opportunities and leading people's hearts, the teenagers ministry has now taken on the shoebox ministry to pack those. And they're going to be working on getting 25 within the teenagers ministry. Even I think this next coming Friday, they're packing. So wait, it goes from one ministry to another. I just wanted to just point that out so everybody knows we're still doing shoeboxes. Another ministry.
Well, I apologize because I did not know that.
Sorry.
But anyway, it was led on my heart, which I'd been talking to Daniel about it a while. I just felt like that it was a year that we needed to minister to our community, and I didn't know how that was going to happen. We have a few different ways that happens in our community. Anyway, without doing any work, really, a family reached out to Ashley in the office and asked if our church would be willing to sponsor them for Christmas. And so we said yes. And so there is a small tree out in the fellowship hall that has the needs listed. There's also, Ashley did a wonderful job writing everything up for me, typing everything up. There's an insert right here of the list of the children's names, the age, and if they're a girl or a boy, and then the needs that they were desiring. And if you look in here, like, a toy is not even listed on here. I mean, it's bare necessities. I mean, even a little kiddo this week, we were here at church, and she was like, why is there underwear on the tree? And it's like, well, some people don't even have that, and that's a desire that they want. And so we made the little tags out there. Well, Ashley did. I have to give her the credit. She's helped me out. She made little tags out there, so you can just take one, you can take two, how many ever you feel led. If they're all gone, you can look at this insert here. You can purchase whatever you want. The family would like them wrapped, so if you would please bring them wrapped and then just stick that tag that you took from the tree on there, or if the tags are gone, if you could make your own little tag or something and put it on there so we know which child it goes to, that would be very helpful. If you do not like wrapping, don't have time, whatever, you can bring it and I can take care of that for you. If you would not prefer to go shopping and you would rather give a monetary donation, you can give that to myself, Ashley, Pastor Daniel, whoever, and then I can go shopping for that. I am asking that if they could please be here by December 14th so that I can get them to the family before Christmas. And then our second way that we can serve is open and said that they are completely fine with secondhand. So if you have some kiddos that have outgrown some boots or coats, that is a need that they have, and they're perfectly fine with used items. So if you find that you have those laying around, or if you want to purchase new, if you could please just sign up out there, that would be appreciative. I know through Micah and through the deacons meeting, they said this is kind of going to be like a progressive benevolence, just whatever needs they kind of need right now, we're going to try to love on them and support them through that. And if anybody feels led to give a monetary donation for that, you can give it to myself, Ashley, Pastor Daniel, Rick and Julie, whoever will see to it that they get that for sure. So I know that was a lot of information. Does anybody have any questions? Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you, sister. That's so helpful. Appreciate it. And look forward to and excited about just God's providential hand. And as we pray and as we're open and as we're ready to meet needs in our community, all of a sudden, it's amazing. The Lord sends those needs our way. From the Second Harvest community mobile food pantry, as Whitney had mentioned, praying on a Thursday, getting a call on a Friday, and then 8 months later, we've had 8 opportunities and counting to be able to meet needs and help provide food through that organization to people throughout out of our parking lot, and then to pray and to be open for needs and to be able to meet needs for families in need, as well as some of the things that change as the shoebox ministry goes from the children's ministry, packing it over to our senior adult ministry and the teenagers. It's just neat how the Lord is just working in all of our hearts. And just one additional thing, somebody asked, just because the kids are nothing was on the list for the kids for toys or anything fun for Christmas, that doesn't mean that you can't pick those out, based on their ages, what you think might be appropriate or encouraging. So if you'd like to get them something like that, I'm sure, even though that wasn't on their list, that they'd be excited to receive that as well. So well done, everybody, in advance, because I know so many people are already working and ordering things on Amazon and getting things going. Well done, church. I'm really proud to be your pastor. It's so encouraged by these different opportunities going ahead. We're going to have one more opportunity here at the end of announcements that we'll share as well. But before that, let me get a good time, put that on the calendar. We also have our community Christmas meal. Sister, if you could come up and share that with us. A lot of announcements today, a lot of good announcements. But I'm going to stay up here with you, and you're going to give us that update.
Okay, so December 20th at 6 p.m., we're going to have a community Christmas meal. It's for anybody who wants to come. People can come alone. They can bring their friends. They can bring their family. They don't need to bring anything but people and a nice, healthy appetite, because we're going to have lots of food, and we don't want to have to take any of it home. If anybody knows someone who wants to come but doesn't have a way to get here, we do have rides that are going to be offered to and from the meal. Just need to have them contact us to set up like when they need to be picked up and taken back. Also, anybody who can't make it for 6 o'clock for the community meal, they're welcome to come as early as 4 or as late as 7 to still pick up a meal. And all the detailed information is on a flyer that I have piled on the entry table back there. So if you want to grab one, hand it out to people that may want to come, that you think might be interested. Grab one for yourself to remind yourself. That would be great.
Do you have volunteers? You want people from the
Oh
church?
yeah, we are looking for volunteers for all of the things. So the meal is covered, but if anybody wants to help contribute to the meal, anybody is welcome to do that. I think we have a couple people that are going to be transporting guests, but also for greeting people, just helping it to feel like a Christmassy fellowship gathering, just to enjoy the Christmas time, and for serving food also.
Yeah. And the cool thing is, we've had 2 opportunities to hand these out at the second harvest. So as cars are coming through, they've given us the go-ahead to be able to provide, to hand those out, because this is a community meal during Christmas. Everybody's coming, and so not only did we have 185 or so households get the word in November, but in December we'll have our second meeting prior to that. And so just pray, because we don't know what the need is. If we want to meet a need for people that might not have family, or just might want to come for a nice Christmas meal and smiles. And so even if you're volunteering to provide the smiles and warmth and just to be here with us, the more the merrier. It's a Saturday leading up to Christmas, December 20th. And if you're not able to make it, would you please commit yourself to praying for those of us and anyone else who may be coming to that. All right, a lot of exciting things here. And now, did I miss one? We have our nursing home ministry service today.